Hi everyone, I'm Autistic Ange. This is a podcast for adults who recently found out they're autistic and are looking for other autistic people like them. This episode is basically just kind of like an update and then me processing through some of my anxiety about my bowling ball baby. Which if you've been like listening in order, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I won't be able to record for quite a while, so I at least wanted to get this out. So this morning, I had an appointment at the gynecology place that's going to be doing the surgery, and it was just basically to establish myself as a new patient since I hadn't been with them before. But towards the end of the appointment, the doctor that's going to be doing my surgery, she said they just had a late cancellation, and what do I think about doing surgery tomorrow? And I had my wife with me, so like I looked at her and I was like, it's basically up to you because, you know, like she's the one that's going to have to take care of me, which I already feel bad about, which is part of my anxiety too. And she said she'd rather have this out sooner than later, so she's going to be taking a couple weeks off work to take care of me. I don't know, like with the whole COVID thing still going on, I thought that like I'd be lucky if I got a surgery in January, but to have one like the very next day after my appointment is crazy. And it's not the surgery I'm worried about. Like if something happens, I'll be under. So that's the best way to go, isn't it? Like you don't even know what's happening. But like the part that I'm more worried about is like after the surgery and the amount of pain I'm going to be in. And because I have like the lowest tolerance for pain. I do. So she said that they would give like pain meds and stuff. And like, I hope so, because they had given me some pain meds a few weeks ago, like when I had to go to the ER, but they were only like 5 milligrams and I only got like 10 of them. And you know, this is like what I've always wanted hospitals to do, which is to be very, very strict on how many opiates they give out, because like, you know, like people, that's how people get addicted. But I've had opiates before. I'm not addicted to them. So I just asked, I said, are you going to give me pain meds? Like that's more than 5 milligrams. And she said, yes. So that's at least something. So yeah, I'm going to get Sylvester, the bowling ball baby, out of my stomach tomorrow. And they're going to keep me for a few days and then send me home. And I feel like super, super grateful. I also am having anxiety for like related reasons, I think. I mean, I think I'd mentioned this before, but like I seriously feel like I'm either developing an eating disorder or I have one. And I have therapy in a couple of hours because she had to cancel on me last week. So I'm going to talk to her about this and hopefully she can help me with those thoughts and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like all I have been thinking about is food. Because this past week, things like the pain's gotten worse and I just don't have an appetite. So I don't know, like I don't ever feel hungry. And I have been eating like those little tiny cans of Campbell soup, is that how you say it? When I think they might sound good to eat is when I'll try to eat some. But that's kind of weird, not having an appetite. And because I'm not eating very much of anything, I just feel like weak and fatigued. And, you know, I don't mean to make this into a complaining episode. It's just the reality of what I'm going through right now. But yeah, I'm pretty anxious about the pain after, like I said. And then I'm also Oh, I wish I was raised normally so that like I didn't have these what or I guess are weird thoughts or something. Um, but like I feel like I'm going to be such a burden to my wife. And she assures me that I'm not going to be. And I do understand that like this is what spouses do for each other, but um you know, I'm autistic. I think about all the things. I feel like I'm a burden to people. I mean, I am getting a little bit better in that area, but like I feel even worse because this was not planned surgery. Like this was literally just I have a spot for tomorrow. I know it's soon. Would you like it or would you want to wait a few weeks? And we took the spot and like now my wife is at work on her day off getting paperwork together for paid family leave stuff and taking care of her caseload because she's going to be out for a couple of weeks. And so like I feel bad about that already because she's got so much else going on with school and you know her depression hasn't been the greatest lately. So she'll at least get some time to herself while I'm in the hospital. But like I feel like I'm already a burden because when I come home I'm not going to be able to do hardly anything for at least the first week is what the doctor said. Well, actually, she said the first 2 weeks and then everything gets better. But like, I cannot imagine sitting still, like just sitting, laying for like 2 fucking weeks. Like, I got to make sure I start like, hold on, I have the dry mouth again. And at this time, it's not from like marijuana or medications or anything like that. It's literally from anxiety. Okay. That's helpful. So I don't remember what I was just saying. Oh my God. Anxiety. And maybe I was talking about like after when she takes care of me. Yep. So I think this sounds strange, but I can't help the way that I feel like, you know, I know it comes from like feeling like I'm like being made to feel like I'm some burden, like when I was growing up. So I know that that's like mainly where that comes from. And I always am super grateful when anybody's willing to do anything for me. But like I just feel bad that my wife has to like do all of her own shit on top of everything I've been doing to keep her like I don't know if afloat is the right word, but like you know, like I cook for her, I do her laundry, you know, I do stuff like that because like she doesn't have time for it, one, and two, like it just I like to be helpful in that way. And now she's going to have to do all of that stuff too. And she's got classes that she's going to, and she's got work that she's been thinking about, and she's going every day to get TMS. I don't know if you guys like if for those of you who don't know what TMS is, it's like the best way I can describe it because I'm not good at describing things is it's like your brain gets zapped. But from what I'm told, like it's not like a literal zap, but like there once a year you can do like a 6 week every single day just about like you go to this place, they give you TMS, it takes 20 minutes, you go there every single day for like I think it's the first like month, and then the last 2 weeks like you go like maybe a few times a week. So she has to like that's a lot of driving, it's not like real close to us, so she's got to do all that too every single day. I don't know, like I wish I didn't have this in me, but I know that I couldn't control it. And I know that I need to have surgery to get it out because my life just feels so sucky right now. But yeah, like I'll talk to her about it again later. Like I know I can't make these feelings go away, but I really hope that like she doesn't feel like burned out having to do all this shit for me. Especially like at the last minute when we didn't even have time to really plan at least a couple of weeks out. But yeah, I'm having anxiety about that. My neighbor Janice had offered for me to stay with her, for as long as I needed to recover, because she knows that my wife Alicia doesn't she's not good with blood or wounds, like mainly like anything that she gets herself, but like she usually can like clean up my cuts and stuff, but I don't know if this wound is going to be too much for her because they're going to be cutting into my stomach. So Janice had offered for me to just stay with her and she'll take care of the wound. And I thanked her for offering, because that is very nice of her to do. But as I'm sure you guys can probably understand, like I know it's just next door, but I cannot stay at somebody else's house. Like I'm not going to do that, because I'll feel like even more of a burden. But also, none of my stuff is going to be there. I'm going to be in some strange bed. I'm not going to feel comfortable. I just want to be in my home because it's my safe space. But I did ask her if Felicia couldn't like change my wound, if I could call her and she could come over and do it. And she said she would. So I appreciate that. That I'm okay with. I don't mind that. But yeah, so like, saying no to somebody, or, like for her offering me to go stay with her, like I have anxiety over that, because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. And I don't want to tell her this is why I don't want to stay with you, because I don't know. I just think that sounds rude. And like, especially when somebody's offering to do something like super nice for me, I feel bad, like not taking them up on it, but I really just need to be home. I think, is that it? Yeah, I think the main thing is like, what is food going to look like for me after surgery? Like once I start getting better, am I going to get a full appetite back? Am I going to gain the weight back that I lost? Is it going to turn out that the marijuana really doesn't help me with my appetite like I thought it had, and it's going to give me the munchies, which means I'm probably going to have to stop taking it because I do not want those. But it helps me like focus and quiet my mind. So I don't know. I'll just have to see. But yeah, and I'm not going to be able to do like my routines for obvious reasons. And they're keeping me in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days. And I was like, can't we just do one? But it sounds like it has to at least be 2. And, like I'm probably going to be in a room that I have to share with somebody. So like I have to deal with that. And then like people coming in that I don't know to visit that person. And I don't want to be in the hospital for that long. It's like nothing can satisfy me. Like I'm even trying to like make surgery go my way. Like, like dictating, this is what it's going to look like. This is how long it's going to take for me to recover in the hospital. You should be able to let me go the very next day. Like, I know that's not possible, but this is like some of the stuff that bothers me because I don't have control over it. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. I don't think this was helpful, was it? I don't know. But I needed to process it, and who knows, like maybe somebody out there is going to have surgery and has the same thoughts and feelings that I've been having. Like, who knows, but I at least wanted to do an update to let you guys know that I'm probably not going to be able to record for at least a week. So that's the only reason I'm going to be going missing. And I wanted to say again, thank you so much for your emails. It definitely helps when people are like, oh yeah, I'm like this too. Like that it helps because, we've gone so many years not, well, you know what I mean. My words suck right now. I'm having a hard time talking because I'm still feeling anxious, but, yeah, maybe there was something in here that was relatable. I'm sorry if it was a waste of your time. I think that you would have clicked off by now if it was, but I don't know. But anyways, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your emails and your support. It means so much to me. And I guess that's it for now. So this was just me recording to an app on my phone, hoping people find me and listen and relate and hopefully have the same experience I did when I heard myself on somebody else's podcast for the first time. Thank you for listening. Okay, bye.